So, yesterday, as a Hot Ones fan, I had heard the best possible news ever. And there actually is something new that's Hot Ones related coming out tomorrow. It's basically it's the hot sauce lineup reveal. Of course it is. I mean, they always do that right before a week before the new season begins. But, it actually got me thinking. Yeah, I do wish that, they were releasing the new season a little bit sooner. But considering that, last year was actually a really big year for Hot Ones. Like, a really big year. Sean Evans even said himself that last year was the best year they ever had. So, as much as I wish that, the new season had already started, I can live with the fact that, only now we're getting a new season, next week. Which does remind me, they're revealing the new Hot Sauce lineup tomorrow, January 16th, meaning the next season will begin on January 23rd, a week later. I find it interesting because January 23rd, 1, 2, 3. I thought it was kind of interesting. Actually, no, darn it. If it was 2021, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh well. Maybe actually, it really wouldn't work because it'd be 01. So, yeah, it still wouldn't work. Oh well. Yeah. So, I thought, I mean, don't get me wrong, my day was perfectly fine as it is, but, that just made it a little bit better, which is awesome. So yeah, happy hump day, everybody. It is by my count, the third hump day of this year and of the decade. So that's really cool. 15 days into 2020 and, nothing out of the ordinary has happened. I had I shouldn't say nothing out of the ordinary. Some good things have happened. It's funny. When I first did my New Year's Day video, I did say that among my New Year's resolutions, 2 of them were be a little more active with family and, be a little more adventurous. And not even within 2 weeks, I've done both. I told you guys that we celebrated New Year's Day together as a family. So I got to celebrate with my cousins, a couple of my aunts and uncles. That was really cool. And I just went to the illegal tap house, for Alive After 5. Had my first wine tasting. Again, I did say I'd be a little more adventurous with trying, some alcohol related stuff, and in that regard, I succeeded. I'm not just gonna do that for the whole year and be done. I like to do, more of that. Just like I like to be with my family more, which I'm actually going to be able to do that a little bit. So that should be nice. It's actually kind of funny. Now that I have a lot of extra free time, one thing I really would like to be able to do, especially with my family, and I mentioned this before, but growing up, one thing that we would do as a family is to actually go to a place called Swain in Canastaway, New York, and we would go skiing. So, it's this past Canastaway. I don't really know the name of the area exactly, but yeah, we go snow skiing. Yeah, I actually know how to snow ski. One thing, I mentioned that one of my all-time dreams was get all my brothers from Trinity Poly and all the good people from Horseheads together for a big party. That's one of my dreams. Another dream is to take a bunch of said people skiing, and Swain would be a great place to do it. Now, if you guys know or don't know what Swain is, it's a ski resort. Obviously, That's a no-brainer. But, you know, and if you were to go to Swain right now, if you're like, the full disclosure, if you're like a skiing expert or a skiing guy and you immediately go to Swain, technically you really wouldn't find it all that impressive looking. And by all accounts, it really isn't that impressive looking. And I've been going there for years. But ultimately, it's where I learned how to ski. It's where I learned how to hone my skills and how to do it. And honestly, for the longest time, I really didn't like skiing at all. And then as I got older and, I didn't have to worry about school anymore, I didn't have to worry about, I had more free time. Excuse me. I was able to enjoy it again. And it turns out I not only really like it, but overall, I'm actually not that bad anymore. I mean, I'm not like world-class Olympic skier or anything. No. Not even remotely close. In fact, I dare say that if you were to see me ski, you'd probably laugh at how bad I am in comparison to, like, again, those, Olympic athletes or whatever. But, I do like to ski. Without question, the best skier in my family is still my father, over 60 years old, and he's still as nimble as ever. Don't know how he does it, but he does. So, yeah, Swain is a great place. Again, I'm not really again, I am no way, shape, or form like an Olympic athlete or a skier or whatever. And by all accounts, Swain isn't that impressive looking upon first glance. But I learned how to ski there. I grew up learning how to ski there. Honed my skill there. So it's going to have a soft spot in my heart for it. I always will. And the thing of it is, it's sad. This is probably the one year I'd probably have the most free time to do it. But I don't want to go alone because, I want to go with my family. But unfortunately, my brother, my sister-in-law have to take care of my nephews. So, not really going to be able to do it. But, at least this is actually a very good, legitimate reason why I can't. Yes, I could go by myself, but it wouldn't be as fun without my family to share it with. Or, I did say it could be a little more adventurous, maybe go with a group of people. Don't know how that would ever happen, but, I'd rather be invited rather than, do anything crazy. So, yeah, there's that. Although, I did say that Swain, upon first glance, isn't really that impressive looking. And to some degree, that most definitely is true, because if you were to look up online at a map of all the runs you can go to on Swain, believe it or not, there are no double black diamonds. Yeah, he goes green circle, that's like the easiest. Blue square, medium, a little more difficult. In fact, full disclosure, whenever I do go skiing, I actually recommend warming up on like a 1 or 2 blue square runs. Just get your bearings. Get to warm up a little bit, and then the black diamond, which is the most difficult. Yeah, unfortunately, and this is actually one of the major problems with Swain. There aren't like the most amount. There's quite a few runs, but not like a lot of them by any stretch of the imagination. And so I mentioned that, I recommend that if you are going to go skiing, warm up on a blue square or two. Like 1 or 2 blue squares, and then black diamond, black diamond, black diamond, black diamond, black diamond. Until it's over. The problem is, though, again, not the most amount of runs, and not a single one of the black diamonds is classified as double black, making it obviously more difficult. Here's the thing, it's not listed as a double black diamond, but I know a double black diamond when I see one, and Swain actually does have one. It's just not outright labeled as such. And funny enough, it's actually, seriously, it has like the most appropriate title for a double black diamond too. That's like, because all the runs have, names like Upper Mile Sweep, Rattler, that's one of the black diamonds there. Brewers, or is it Brewster or Brewsters or Brewers? I forget. But seriously, or Upper Robinson, no, that's what it is. But seriously, the double black diamond I'm thinking of, if you've been to Swain, it's called Last Will. Come on. With a name like that, it's gotta be, well, it obviously garners the most difficult run on the mountain. And it is. It's just not double black diamond, but it should be. Okay? Swain, get on that. Make it so. I mean, really I get why it isn't, because, okay, the way the mountain is set up, there's like two black diamonds next to each other. One of them being Last Will, and the other black diamond, I believe, is Upper Robinson, I believe. You know what? I'm going to look it up. Hold on. Okay, so, all right, let me, see if I can find it. Okay, it's, Upper Robinson Run. It's, yeah, there's, actually, there's three black diamonds. There's Dave's Run, Upper Robinson Run, and then Last Will being the most difficult run on the mountain. If you look up on the map, Upper Robinson and Last Will are directly right next to each other, and the only thing separating them is a set of trees. Like a thick sort of row of trees. But for all intents and purposes, so those trees are not there, it's the exact same mountain. That's why it's not double black, I think. But yeah. Yeah, actually, man. I'm literally looking up at the map right now, and I'm just seeing all sorts of like nostalgia related like names. I mean, actually, from the looks of it, they actually kind of added a few things. But let's see. There's Rattler. Rattler's really cool. That's like the first black diamond I ever rode on. I ever skied on. I mean, Rattler's a good. I mean, if you're gonna start off with a black diamond, if you go to Swain and like you're gonna do your first black diamond, I would recommend Rattler. Which, with a name like that, you would think, how is that warrant like what you should do first? But trust me, of the black diamonds, Rattler will be like the easiest to get your bearings straight on. Then you can work your way up to let's see. Actually, what are all the black diamonds? See, you have Old Main, Robin's Way, Pines, Wheels Run, Upper Brewer. Oh, I was right. It was Brewer. Cool. Glenn's Run. Wheels. I said Wheels Run. Dave's Run. Dave's not here. Upper Robinson Run and Last Will. Seriously, those are all the black diamonds. And actually, looking at this map, I noticed because Glenn's Run. That's another black diamond. And Upper Brewer. Wow. There's like a lot of... Okay, maybe there are more black diamonds than I was thinking. But yeah, if you ever go to Swain, highly recommend you try it. Actually, you know what? I'll put a map in the link in the description below so you can see as well. But yeah, if you skied in Swain when you were a kid, you're going to feel a lot of nostalgia right now. Man, I really want to go skiing. I don't have my ski stuff with me. You know what? I think after all these years, my folks may still have my skiing stuff. I hope I actually still fit in that. We'll have to wait and see. It's been a while. I think the last time I went skiing, actually I did say the story a long time ago, but last time I went skiing, like my clothes weren't 100% tucked in, plus I wasn't wearing like a belt, which I needed to. And so whenever going down the mountain, the wind chill is going like up my shirt. So I was like cold going down the mountain. Oh, that was brutal. That was brutal. I'm like, I love skiing, but it isn't worth that much pain. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. Maybe he'll be able to pull off something this year. Or if anyone's going skiing, let me know. Hit me up. Seriously, if any of you guys are going seriously, if any of my Facebook friends are going skiing in Swain or whatever, let me know. I'd love to be able to go. Yeah, see if I still got it. Probably. I probably still do. Favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on social media, and turn notifications on YouTube. I ain't very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch. Enjoy today. And hopefully you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hump day. Remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, is going to be here to lend it here. Always have your back. Take care. Make good choices. Bye.